Hey everybody, and we are back. If you're watching this live, you may well have been in the stream that ended like 10-15 minutes ago, in which case welcome back. But yeah, hi everyone, this is the second episode of our return of the Obra Dinn playthrough. We started, it was yesterday, wasn't it? Hey Inferno. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday, wasn't it? And this is the second game by Lucas Pope, the guy who made the wonderful Papers, Please game. And he's made this gorgeous looking game, Return of the Obra Dinn. Before we get started, I want to change the... Ooh, that sounds quite loud to me. I'm going to change the colours. I said I was going to change the colour scheme for every episode, so I'm just going to cycle through them. They're all going to have their own their own unique colour scheme. Alright, so yeah, last time we correctly identified 3 people. We found the captain and the first mate, and someone else. It was the Abigail character, I think, was the other person that we got. And now we've started finding the memories of the huge Kraken attack. And a lot of people are involved with that, but we don't know much about any of them. So we'll see what we can discover today. Alright, I'll give it a couple minutes before we get started, just to let some people filter back in. Alright, I guess what we can do actually is make a start. Hey Zanny. Make a start and maybe just take a look at some of the very first memories, because there's 1 or 2 people in the very first memory, Knifey Boy, I remember specifically, who was... we didn't know much about, but maybe we can work out from the voices and the accents and stuff who he could potentially be. Although we're mid-memory here, aren't we? So I guess let's finish up what we were doing here. This guy, I think we worked out, is Knifey Boy. This is the man that we... This guy's been in a lot of memories, but we still don't know who he actually is. Oh, that's right. We have a body to investigate. This is where we ended last time, so we found this guy. Where are we? Oh, this is the body of the guy who got stabbed and was... a surgeon was called for him. Okay, let's follow our trail. Okay, so we've got a new guy, but we're not going to investigate him just yet. I want to go and take another look at this memory with the guy who was stabbed. Hey, Lucien.
Oh no! You're cut!
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
I've changed the title. No, I haven't changed the title. I did change the title, and apparently refreshing this window has changed it back. That's really annoying. Hang on. Okay, that should all be good. But yeah, hi Kimra. Hi Anna.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
So this guy's been stabbed. We can't... It's ambiguous as to whether this is... sorry, I need to move my YouTube window. I think it's ambiguous as to whether this is a suicide or not. My inclination is no. He's asking people to stay with him, and it doesn't sound like he's telling people to go away because he just wants to die or anything. So I think this guy maybe has just been stabbed. We've got a very long trail of blood. So I guess maybe he got into a fight with this guy, or maybe this guy? I guess we can actually see what happened as well, because he's now available as a memory. So I think there may have been a fight, and he's now crawled into here. Who are you? You're one of the mates, right? Do we know who you are? Yes, this is William Hoskett. Okay, so this is the first mate. And is he the Scottish guy? Okay, let's go and take a look at the manifest. First mate, yeah, so he's probably the guy talking in this memory. He also asks Brennan to get the surgeon's kit. So this is this guy, Henry Brennan. So Brennan is involved in this memory in some way. I wonder if we can work out who in the memory is Brennan. This guy is shouting for Brennan. And... he's listening. It's a very obvious listening pose, and I wonder if that means that this guy is Brennan because he heard the shout. Although, what makes me think that's maybe not true is that he's on the firing squad, which suggests to me he's someone of some importance. And he's just a standard seaman is not that important. Hey, Trev. So could this guy be Brennan, perhaps? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this one. I think we may discover more if we go and look at this body here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave this memory, we're going to look at the next one. Ooh.
What's all this, you damn fool?
That was a short one, huh? Okay, so we do have a scrap. We've got you. You're the first mate, right? Yep, that's the first mate. The blood trail is already here. Okay, so this is the guy that's... yeah, he's been stabbed in the back. It's this guy. So he's the one that dies shortly after this. He's been stabbed in the back by... which of these two men do we think stabbed him? It's difficult to tell, really. I want to say it's this one. He's also shot... That's a gun wound, right? He's been shot in the head. This guy has a gun. So this guy, I think, is the one doing the murdering. I think this guy has shot him, stabbed him, and this guy has now come to try and help out and defend. That's my working hypothesis. Right. Who is this and how did they die? Well, they look like they're probably high-ranking. They've got a hat. I actually, you know what? I don't actually know how he died. I didn't check that properly. Is he being? He's just being bludgeoned, right? It is this guy that we're looking at, isn't it? Or is it this guy? I think it's this guy. Right. So let's... Yeah. Okay, so him. Clubbed by an unknown attacker. We don't know who the guy is who's attacked him yet. And we've got another dead body. Oh, something just... Oh, okay. Was this open earlier? Yeah, I think it was. Alright, dead body number 2. I think we can safely say what killed this man. If you had a gun, why use a club? So the guy with the gun is the one being killed in the previous memory.
Mutiny! Mutiny! Bastard!
Shit, okay. Yeah, not many people are going to survive that. Wow, alright. Any much else going on here? So you've already been stabbed in this part as well. You've been shot. Which of you was yelling mutiny though? Was it you? Sounds like it could have been your voice. I guess I can come up now as well. What's that? Not sure. So we've got one of the mates here. We've got you. You're the guy who's coming down to help out. The bloke is going around killing everyone. What is happening here? This is Knifey Boy again, right? What is he up to? He's such a little mischievous little guy. He's just like always in the background doing weird things. Is the blood trail leading to a chest next to the shooting? The blood trail is kind of going from... Well, we know how this guy died, huh? The blood trail is going from... Oh, not poisoned. Don't think that was poisoned. It's following a guy who's been stabbed in the back as he crawls to another room. We don't know who he is. Enough. Captain cannot be trusted. You have a plan. Yes, we take the ship. Oh, I see. Okay, so someone overheard this conversation. So someone is talking about taking the ship, sailing east, trading what's on board. And this guy, I think the guy gets stabbed in the back. I think he overhears it. As for the guy who's been shot, does he overhear it as well? Is he... Oh, but the guy... Okay, the guy who died... The X's are on the person who died, right? So one of the guys planning the mutiny gets shot in the head. So who kills him? Someone else planning mutiny? Who's he talking to? It almost looks like the two men who are planning mutiny start to fight each other. That's a weird one. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. And lots of other people are around for this. The captain was around for this. I didn't see him. Let's see if we can find the captain. Oh lord, another dead body. Who's this? Just some random fella. Okay, sure. Can we tag this guy? No, I don't want to name him. I want to say the way he died. He's thrown overboard. Thing is, if you have to find bodies to say how they died, it's going to be difficult with anyone who's been thrown overboard, right? This is the captain over here, I guess, then. Yeah, that's the captain, right? Yeah, okay. Hey, Unilama. This is Return of the Obra Dinn. It's kind of a murder mystery puzzle game. And it's quite open-ended. It's almost a bit of a... I don't know, really. It's a very non-linear murder mystery game. So what is the captain doing here? He's just, like, holding his head. It's a bit of a weird one. Well, okay, let's go find the next dead body. It is the guy being... okay, fine. He counts as a dead body, does he? Alright then. Right, let's head upstairs. Where's it going to put the dead body? Wait, did the trail go a different direction? No, it's just waiting for me to come back. Okay. How do we know the reason for the captain's suicide? Yeah, so that happened in the first episode. The captain doesn't commit... Oh no, he totally does commit suicide, doesn't he? I'm not 100% sure if we know why he commits suicide. We know that his... I think we know that his wife dies, right? So it's possibly just, like, stress from there? But let's take a look at this guy.
Let them go!
Okay, well he doesn't die by being thrown overboard, I guess. That's... okay. So he says let them go. I would assume that means these two are leaving by lifeboat here, and he's trying to stop them leaving by lifeboat, and someone is saying just let them leave. I'm guessing that's what let them go means. We've got the captain here again, still just kind of hanging around. And who's coming up the stairs? It's the gunner and again the mate, but we're not quite sure which one, right? Oh no, we are. It's the first mate. It's William. Okay. And then down here we have... I think we've seen her around before. Who's this lad? Just a random guy. Okay. This whole chapter is labelled escape. Escape from what? Is it just the fact that the captain's gone insane or something? How did they die? Well, that's not too difficult. As for who it was, it's trickier. As for who killed him, equally tricky. The women aren't the crew in this game. The women are select passengers. And you're around again. You're always climbing around. I feel like we're just sprawling... Head downstairs, okay. Further and further along in this game without solving anything. Obviously, like, we can put in all these... ways that people died that are obvious enough, but as for who they all are... I feel like we've gone a long distance without solving anything, and I'm wondering whether I really should have solved something by now. Oh yes, thanks Tathra. No spoilers please. So this is the guy that we saw way earlier, who's about to be stabbed in the back by this guy. So is this in here, was this the secret conversation about mutiny? He's been outside, has heard it happen. He's come to stab him. And while he's been yelling mutiny, these guys have turned around to come down and help. Damn, it's not easy. Okay, you get killed in a bit, don't you? You're the one who gets into a fight with one of the guys who comes downstairs. I feel like I might take Kinra's judgment on this. I kind of feel like I want to go back through all the memories that I've done already, and now I've just seen a little bit more of what's going on and I know about a couple of the other people. Look again and see if I can piece together a bit more concrete information about some of the people who appear in those first early memories. What I'm gonna do is finish this trail of... I keep getting dead body linking to dead body linking to dead body, and it's doing it again right now. So I'm gonna finish this particular trail, and then I think I'm actually gonna go back to the start and quickly kind of go through everything we've seen so far. When I say open-ended, I mean that because this game isn't a pure like logic puzzle with specific single ways of solving things, it's about deduction and sometimes assumptions and reasonable guesses and process of eliminations and all that kind of thing. I think there's lots of ways at arriving at the correct answers. That's what I mean when I say open-ended. I think you can get things correct in many different ways. Also, this blurred faces versus unblurred faces, I think I'm still getting slightly confused about what that actually means. Because even the unblurred faces are still people that I don't know who they are. So what's the difference? Because I've still got to name people who are unblurred.
Move quick.
You'll not take the last one.
Good lord, that was quite the fight. Not you. There we go. Wait, were they the same? Oh, I see. So you've just been stabbed. Whoever you are. And you're also just some random bloke. I know nothing about either of you. The captain is around once again, sort of not doing very much. And the unblurred, the game thinks you have enough information to figure out who they are. Okay, sure. Who did this? How did they die? Bit of a cheeky stabbing is what happened there. Killed sword is such a weird way of saying that. Llama saw us when we defused the Centurion. Yeah, that was fun. 12 others present there. And we've got yet another dead body of someone being killed way down on the deck down here. So there's more shit. There's 2 simultaneous things going quite severely wrong in one go here. Okay, I do just have access to all the ship, don't I? Whenever I want. So yeah, I think it may be a case of going back through from the beginning. I think that's actually the next port of call, shall we say? Just go from the beginning. Okay.
Captain! Open the door! Kick it in. Ah! Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Do we know why people are abandoning ship besides escaping mayhem? Not really. Earlier on in the game, there's an attack by a giant squid of some description. I'm wondering whether there's some kind of Lovecraftian theme going on where has just started sending people insane. Because the Kraken has long since departed at this point, but people are still mad. So that's not a spoiler, Tathra. We saw that in the last episode. I can go through this guy, I didn't even realise. That's, is that a glitch? I feel like that's a glitch. Okay, right. So we heard 2 voices. One is this guy, right? He's the first mate. Shot by Witcherel. Yep. So he's the Scottish lad that we heard. And then there was also like a really gruff voice shouting, like, break it down. Which I'm guessing is this guy. What's the quickest, best way of me leaving this memory and restarting it? It's just the door, isn't it? There's no shortcut to leave a memory, is there, Kinra? I just have to find the door. Right, let's listen again.
Captain! Open the door!
So that's William.
Kick it in. Ah!
That's the
Lest we
gunner.
break it down and take more than those
He's got a
shells!
really gruff voice. Kick it in.
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
And then the captain has a southern English accent. It's actually fairly like alto range voice. He's not got a very deep bassy voice like I feel like his face looks like he should. What I'm trying to do is listen out for those specific accents in other memories. I'm trying to remember what people sound like. That's the general idea here. I know what this guy sounds like, he's pretty obvious. The kick it in could be this guy. The voice I feel like suits this guy. But I don't know, I'm assuming it's this guy because they're both stood by the door. So he's got that really gruff voice, so let's keep an ear out for him. But so far, what do we know? We know that this guy's the captain. We know that this guy's the first mate shot by the captain. Do we know anything about this man? He's the gunner. We know he was stabbed by the captain. He appears in 7 memories. Let's just take a look at those then. He dies in the next part. Show memories on deck map. Let's bookmark it. I've never bookmarked memories. How do we see the bookmarked memories now that I've done that? Okay. Let's take a look at the next. So the next one is the one where he dies. He gets in a fight in the... And what actually happens? Where are they? So he... This is something I haven't been looking at, is specifically in this rundown here. Who is it saying these lines? I want to have a listen to those and find out if it actually is this guy's voice that I'm hearing. So let's leave this memory.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace.
They're at
That's the captain.
the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
Okay, so that voice was all the same guy, the gunner. So he is the guy that says break it down, break it in. And then he gets knifed. Okay. So he's also English. He's also southern, but much gruffer and very cockney. Where are they? They must be in here someplace. Where's what? We still don't know that. Yes, that's right. So this is something I've not really looked at. Specifically working out who in the previous part of the scene is the person talking who died. I've not really been keeping my eye on that. And I should be. So we know what he sounds like, whoever this is. He's looking for something. There's been a few mentions of shells. I don't know whether that means seashells or gun shells. I'm guessing seashells, because I'm guessing guns didn't use shells at this time. Okay. Again, I've not really learned much from this memory. But let's check the next one. This door is still fuzzy? Sorry, can you remind me, Kinra, why is this door fuzzy? And let's take a look at this. No lines? No lines at all? No lines at all, okay. So you're the gurgler, then you sneak in and get clubbed in the head. Right. Wasn't very smart, was it? And then there's you as well, but we worked you out, didn't we? You are Abigail Hoskett Witterell. Crushed by rigging. Earlier on, and then the body's moved. So all doors that open sometime after the original game are fuzzy? Okay. This memory tells us nothing that I can decipher. There's no lines, no one else has appeared that wasn't here already. I think that's pretty much a dead end. I feel like I've got everything I can, for now at least, out of those first 3-4 memories. And what does he say at the beginning of this one to Abigail? So the captain is about to commit suicide, and he speaks to Abigail, I think.
Abigail, your brother, my friend.
Who is the first mate?
I shot him dead.
So that's William, who's been shot
I'll
dead.
be with you soon, my love.
Yeah, so I guess... So this is the captain committing suicide, and Trev asked about that.
Please forgive me.
for everything.
Again, not a lot to learn, really. And there's no one else present in this memory, if I remember rightly. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I've let the game run away from me a bit, and I want to try and fix that. And again, from the book, can I access memories? Can I see a memory from in here, or do I have to go and find the body? Because I feel like that's actually going to start getting a bit tricky. Like remembering how to get to each individual specific memory. Like if I want to go to, this chapter part 4, finding the body that takes me to that chapter is going to be a little bit annoying once I've got 60 of these bodies lying around. I've already forgotten what was the next memory we found after these. Is this new, this staircase? This links to the other places down here, okay. So is this the next one? Let's take a look at this guy. The primary objective, it's, yeah, to find out everything that happened on the ship. To find out the way that everyone died, and who everyone is. Oh wait, I haven't even done this memory, have I? This is entirely new. I just skipped this guy. I completely skipped this memory, didn't I? Okay. So this is new to us. So this happened during the Kraken fight. We can see the tentacles out there. So this guy's the guy who's dying. I think we know what killed him. Who have we got over here? You're just some bloke. You are just some bloke. You are just some bloke. No one here looks like they're anyone I've really know anything about from previous parts. You've got a nice coat on, that means you're high ranking, right? We'll come back to this in just a second. So, this is the Doom. The Doom is the attack by the Kraken. So what did we actually say? What's happened here? Sir, loose cannon. She's healing over. Find your footing. So, crushed by cannon. We don't know who he is. More than likely a gunman, right? In fact, how many gunmen are even... It's either the gunner or the gunner's mate. Should we see if he sounds Austrian or Polish in the memory? I actually thought he sounded English, from what I remember. We're gonna redo this memory. Okay, got a new person. Alright. But we're going to take a look at you again. Let's listen to the voices. He sounds Irish. Okay, so the guy who died also sounds Scottish. The guy talking to him sounds Irish. So let's take another look at the manifest and see... I don't even remember seeing anyone Irish on the manifest. Oh no, yeah, I just saw it. I spotted an island. Emil O'Farrell, the butcher. Samuel Galligan, second mate steward. Okay, and Patrick O'Hagan down here. So there's a couple Irish lads, and one of them is in this memory. That's cool, isn't it, Trev? I only really caught onto this at the end of the last episode, I was like, oh, of course, that's like actually narrows it down quite a lot for a lot of people. Hey, Cody. Doing well, a little bit tired, but doing well today. How are you? And yeah, again, the dead guy is Scottish. We already have ruled one Scottish guy out. Why have I marked that as unknown? I might go and find him again at some point. So we've got one, and we've also established... Oh, that's Abigail. Okay. So Duncan McKay is Scottish. He's a purser. I thought there was an Irish purser as well. Maybe not. So we've got Scottish Duncan McKay. Timothy Boutemont. That's it. It's got to be one of those guys. Is he more likely to be a topman or a purser? I don't know, but we're 50-50 on this lad. Let's take a look at the... Yeah, let's take a look at the actual painting. Maybe it'll be more obvious. Which one are you? Like if he's climbing around on the ropes, then... So this guy... Is he the bookkeeper? Or does he run around on the ropes? Going by that dress. Going by what he's wearing. I don't know. I don't think I can confidently say one way or the other. Also, who drew this? ES. I've noticed that a couple times, and I always just got too distracted to then work out who drew it. So, are they actually anywhere in this list? ES. Edward Spratt? Oh, Edward Spratt, artist. Okay. Does that mean he's not in the painting? Just going to take a very quick look. Are there... Oh, do I really want to count all these? I don't want to count all these. I was going to count, are there 59 or 60 people in the picture? But, no, fuck that. Yeah, I wonder if he's not in the... I wonder if at some point I'm going to come across someone who doesn't appear in this picture, and they will be Spratt. They'll be the artist. Okay. So I think we're 50-50 on who this guy is. As for everybody else, who are you? You're another high ranker. You're Martin Parrott. I don't know how we established that, but do we know it's correct? I don't think we do know it's correct, do we? There's no massive tick on his head. Hang on. So, how do we know? Oh, if they're black, we know that they're correct. Is that how this works? If it's a black picture frame, it's right. So captain is correct, first mate is correct. No. That's not how this works. If they're typed, it means you got it right along with two others. If they're typed. Oh, I see. Okay. So this isn't necessarily correct. Something has made me write in Martin Parrott for this. Okay. Don't remember what it was. Maybe we'll come across it again at some point. So you are maybe Martin Parrott. Who is Martin Parrott? Let's go back to the... Martin Parrott is English, so he doesn't... His voice doesn't appear in this memory. If it is him. Oh wow, he's been chopped in half. Jesus Christ. What's your story? I've got these guys kind of falling down here. So who's he talking to? Who's the Irish guy? I want to say that the Irish guy is probably this guy. What are you holding? Is that like a stoker? Okay, I don't know how much more we can really get from this for now. Harpoon, perhaps, yeah? Oh, Abigail was the next link, wasn't she? I was trying to remember how I got from the captain to anyone else. It was via Abigail, so we need to check her out. But let's have a listen to voices here. So, yeah, back to the Kraken fight. So you're the guy that got exploded. Let's check the log. Who's saying what here? That's all one person saying that, and it's not the guy who died. That entire conversation is just one dude. Who threw the powder? This guy, I guess? So he didn't say it. He definitely didn't say it. So who said it? This guy? Can't get any further down those stairs, unfortunately. Okay, I don't know if this memory really helps me with much of anything. This guy exploded, that's all we really get from this. Five others were present. Oh, fucking course. Oh, wait, no. No, hang on. No, that doesn't help me. The thrower could have been grabbed by the Kraken? No, because the guy who yelled... Oh, I see. Oh, maybe. Maybe. This guy is definitely to do with guns. He's been carrying guns around a lot. I want to say he's one of these guys. Okay, just on the off chance that we get it right, I'm gonna say... Gonna? I'm also gonna say our... crushed to death by a cannon man is Oh, which chapter is the cannon crush guy? Is he in Doom? Yeah, here we go. This guy. This guy is Scottish, which leaves 2 people left. I'm going to call him this man. There are a few people around that the game seems to think I should know who they are by now, or could know who they are. And I don't know who they are. Oh, you're that guy, okay. Okay, I don't know much more that we can get from here. Let's check out some more of this fight. Yeah, not a whole lot of talking on this one, huh? I really don't think this is going to tell us anything. So this guy threw a gun to this guy. Who are you? This is the guy who got knifed. Is he the one that dies in... Arrows indicate the flow of time. Oh, that's... Ah, interesting. Yeah, he's the guy that dies here. That's him. Right. God, this is fucking complicated. So he goes from... He's in the cannon room when this guy dies, comes up to here, makes his way, I guess, just down the deck into here, hears about the mutiny. But this is quite a time afterwards, isn't it? This is like a chapter apart. What just happened? That was weird. I guess I just accessed another memory from in a memory, because the body was there. But it's one that I've done before, so it did it differently. Okay. Oh, right. I suppose the cracking encounter could have been intentional. It's just complete shots in the dark at this point, really. Like, we don't really know much of anything. Should we take a look at this guy? We've not seen this guy, have we? His arm's gone.
Put me down. Let go. Easy now. You're in a bad way. Mr. Squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
But that... The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that.
Who dies here?
Those that lived for nothing.
Your heartbeat. So he died. This guy dies. Okay. Okay. We got some valuable information here. He's got a French mate, and himself is, I'm gonna say, Austrian or German. Talking to him is the lad who got... What happened to him? He got knifed earlier? He got clubbed earlier. Okay, he's the one that gets clubbed just out there, I think. And then we've got him. Okay. And anyone else outside? You the guy who... You're William, right? Are you William? Yeah, okay. Are you actually coming out of the first mate's quarters here? Let's take a quick look at the map. Yeah, I wonder if this is going to be useful in any way. Because I'm stood here. The first mate's quarters is here where he's coming out of. So just by the rooms that people are in, I wonder if we can work out who's who. Are you going up or down? Do we know anything about you? Okay. I think we might be able to identify this guy. I'm hoping so. We've not met any Frenchmen, but we do have the crew manifest. So hopefully we can work it out. So let's head to the manifest. We need to find a Frenchman working under an Austrian. Bosun and Bosun's mate. Perfect. Done. Presumably that's going to be the only... Yeah, alright, easy. Cool. This guy is... Alfred. Okay. So you're Alfred. Oh. We don't really know what happened to him. He's... he's bled out. Right? I guess torn apart? He's had his arm removed? There's no bleed out option. We don't even know what removed his arm. Maybe it wasn't torn, maybe it was stabbed or X'd. So we can't really say this right now. Is there a weapon around here? Where's he come from? He's come from here. So he's part of this fight that we saw earlier going on? Maybe? Who are you? You're the captain. Okay. So this can't have been part of this fight, because this is all happening, I think, earlier than those fights. Yeah. Yeah, Kimraz just mentioned that as well. Do we know anything about you? You got stabbed. Cool. Okay, and who else is talking in this memory as well? That's something. Right. There's an English voice here. Which of you is the English voice? Is it you? What do we think we know about you? You're probably a mate and all the mates are English. Just gonna put it in. We reckon this is captain, first mate, third mate, second mate, because they're all stuck by the captain. What nationality are you? Austrian, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm literally just labeling the first, second, third, and fourth mates by where they're stood around the captain. Maybe they're right. I guess we'll eventually find out. Something's going on. What's going on? Oh, we've just finished the chapter. Wonder what that means. Disappearances. Oh, they're disappearances but not deaths. 4 wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. The fates are catalogued here. Who was it and what fate befell them? Jesus. Good lord. No fucking idea about any of them. Wow. Okay. Well, we finished a chapter. I think that may be a good place to end it because I'm getting pretty tired. We've got a new thing available to us. Have we been down here at all? This floor is entirely new to us, correct? Well, this seems like a really good place to end it. And we'll come to this next time. Alright, thanks for watching everybody. And I'll see you all next time for some more Obra Dinn. Bye bye.